in last lecture how the nucleoside in RNA is formed, that we will study into that, because in RNA there is only the ribose sugar, that is in ribose sugar there is hydroxyl group at the second carbon atom of this furanose ring. Now see, this is the first carbon, this is second, this is third, this is fourth carbon in the ring, and that CH2 is the fifth carbon. Now this ring is of the 5, that is the atoms. Out of that 4 are the carbon atom and 1 is the oxygen atom. Now this is the, what we call that as the, we call that the sugar in the DNA molecule. Sugar unit we call that. And the sugar in the DNA and RNA is the furanose, which is the 5-membered ring, and that is of the monosaccharide, and that monosaccharide is called as this furanose. Now into the in RNA, at this second carbon atom of this sugar unit there is the hydroxyl group. See into that, when we draw the structure of nucleoside in RNA, the sugar unit have the on the second carbon atom there is the OH group. As this is the formation of nucleoside in DNA. DNA means deoxyribose nucleic acid. So the hydroxyl group of the second carbon atom is not there. Deoxy, that means it is removed. So only the third carbon have the OH group. So it is the, now see, the name is D2-deoxyribose. That means on the second carbon atom the hydroxyl group is eliminated. So it is called as the deoxyribose. And in RNA, that is the ribose sugar, that means there is hydroxyl group on the second carbon atom. Now in last lecture we will see that how the nucleoside in RNA is formed. And we know that in RNA which are the nitrogenous bases are there. In RNA we form the nucleoside by using the cytosine, nitrogenous base, that is the cytosine, and here in DNA we are using the nitrogenous base, that is the adenine. And there is formation of the bond between the first carbon atom. Now there is the hydroxyl group and on the first carbon atom, and in adenine on this nitrogen 9th. Now this is the 9th number here. Nitrogen have the 9th number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In this way the numbering is given in the nitrogenous bases. Now suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And the 9th number of nitrogen have the hydrogen on it. And this hydrogen and this OH group form the water molecule, and that are eliminated, and directly this carbon is attached to this nitrogen. See here. This is the first carbon and this is the 9th number of nitrogen atom in this, that is the purine ring of the adenine, and there is formation of bond. And in this way, when nitrogenous base and the sugar unit form the bond between them, that is called as the nucleoside. And for nucleotide there is only the phosphate unit, so it is called as the nucleotide. Now this is only nucleoside because into that there is only the sugar unit and the nitrogenous base. Now in this way the form, which is the unit of the DNA. Now, the structures of the nitrogenous bases are very important. I already told you that there is only one ring in the pyrimidines and there are two rings in the purine. Now, purines and pyrimidine are the parent compound. Now, see here, it is the parent compound, pyrimidine. Now, this unit must be there into the nitrogenous base, then it is called as the pyrimidine. Now, only difference is that, yes, here is again the nitrogen atom is there. Now, see, this is the pyrimidine. This unit must be into the 3 nitrogenous base there. So, it is the parent compound because this is the basic. Now, see here, this pyrimidine like structure, nitrogen, nitrogen. Here also pyrimidine like structure, here also pyrimidine. So, these 3 bases, that is the cytosine, uracil and thymine, are commonly they are called as the pyrimidines because they have the structure like the pyrimidine. So, pyrimidine is the parent compound of that 3 nitrogenous bases. Now, there are the 2 nitrogen atom in the ring. See here. Now, all the 3 nitrogenous bases have on this number 3, here is the carbon, there is the ketonic group in all 3. How you remember the structure of these pyrimidines? Now, one thing is that common in the pyrimidines that there is the ketonic group in all the 3 pyrimidines, that is the cytosine, thymine and uracil on the 3rd number of carbon atom. Now, what is the difference? Again, now this pyrimidine ring is common, that means nitrogen on 2nd position and 4th position is there, and only the cytosine do not have here the hydrogen atom. In cytosine, there is no hydrogen atom on the 2nd nitrogen. But in thymine and uracil, there are the hydrogen atom. So, remember what is the difference between their structures. Now, common things are there. On the 3rd carbon, there is the ketonic group. And on the nitrogen, there is the hydrogen for uracil and thymine. Now, only remaining the difference between these another, that is the characteristics of these. This cytosine have the NH2 group on the 1st carbon atom. This uracil has the again ketonic group on the 1st carbon atom, and thymine also have the ketonic group. Now, the difference between uracil and thymine is that only the methyl group is present on this 5th carbon atom in the thymine, and there is no methyl group in the uracil. Remember that. Structure may be asked into the examination for drawing the structure of the nitrogenous bases. Now, come to the second types of the nitrogenous bases, that is the purine. Now, purine is the parent compound. It have the 2 rings. Into that, totally 4 nitrogen atoms are there. Now, this hexa cyclic ring have the 2 nitrogen and pentacyclic ring have also the 2 nitrogen atom. Now, these are the aromatic, as there is the alternate single and double bonds are there. Now, see in both of them, yes, the name of the last, that is this nitrogenous basis is guanine. Now, shown by the capital G. Now, guanine is there. Now, see, adenine and guanine both are called as the purines because they have the parent compound, that is the main ring of purine. So, they are commonly called as the purines. Now, adenine and guanine are different from each other only. See here, in adenine there is the NH2 group on this carbon atom, and in guanine there is the ketonic group, and again in guanine on the 3rd carbon atom there is the NH2 group. That is the difference You must draw 3 to 4 times of these 5 nitrogenous bases. Then you can draw the structure. Now these adenine and guanine, remember, that have the purine-like structure, and all the 3, that is the cytosine, thymine and uracil, have the pyrimidine-like of the structure. In this way the nucleosides are formed, and if there is the phosphate unit on the attaches, phosphate unit is always attaches here to this to this sugar unit, and when here is the phosphate unit, then that form the nucleotide. But this here they not that is the expected from you the structure of the nucleotides. You have only to learn about the nucleosides. Now see what are there again into the nucleosides and nucleotides. The nucleotide monomer consists of 3 components. I already tell you, a monosaccharide sugar, a nitrogenous base, and the phosphate group. Nucleotides of both RNA and DNA contain 5-membered ring monosaccharide, that is the furanose, often simply called as the sugar component. In RNA, the sugar component of nucleotide unit is the D-ribose, while in DNA it is the deoxy-D-ribose. Only difference is that on the second carbon atom there is the hydroxyl group in the DNA unit. Total 5 nitrogen containing bases are present in the nucleic acids. 3 bases with 1 ring, I already tell you, that is the cytosine, uracil and thymine, are derived from the parent compound pyrimidine, and 2 bases with 2 rings, adenine and guanine, are derived from the parent compound purine. Each base is designated by a 1-letter symbol, that is uracil, then the capital U, which is occur only in the RNA, and for thymine capital T, which occur only in DNA, and for guanine capital G, for cytosine capital C, for adenine capital A. Such that is the 1 letter is used for the all the 5 nitrogenous bases. A nucleoside is formed by joining the anomeric carbon of the furanose with nitrogen of a base. This is the anomeric carbon of the furanose, which attaches to the nitrogen of nitrogenous base. Now in the nucleoside, what is happened? In nucleoside, the nucleoside is formed by joining the anomeric carbon of the furanose with the nitrogen of the nitrogenous base. While numbering the atom in a nucleoside, primes, that is the primes are used for furanose numbering to the distinguish from the atoms of the nitrogenous base and the atoms of the sugar ring. Now see, in sugar ring, when we number the carbon atom, you must give this, that is the primes for that, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, in this way. And when we number these atoms in the rings of the nitrogenous bases, only give the number in this way, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. In this way numbering are given. For difference of the atoms between this nitrogenous base and between this nitrogenous base and the sugar unit, these types of the numbering are there for that to distinguish the atoms of these 2 different units. That remember, that very important. With pyrimidine bases, the nitrogen atom at the 1 position bonds with the that is the first carbon atom of the sugar. while in purine places the nitrogen atom at the 9th position bond to the first carbon atom of the sugar. Remember that. When we form the nucleoside of the RNA, then in that the one number of nitrogen of the pyrimidine ring attaches to the one dash of the carbon of the sugar. In last lecture I show you that formation of nucleoside in RNA. Now see in the textbook there on page number 317. A ribonucleoside is formed when number 1 nitrogen atom of the pyrimidine attaches to the 1 dash carbon atom of the sugar, and in this RNA what happened there? Number 1 dash carbon atom attaches with the 9 number of nitrogen. That is the difference of joining between the between the RNA and DNA in the nucleosides. That is the difference. That is very important. Now nucleotides are formed by only adding the phosphate group at the 5 dash OH group of the CH2 that in the nucleoside, and thus nucleotides are monophosphate of nucleosides. Nucleotides are nothing but what is addition into that in the nucleotide? There is only phosphate unit. So nucleotides are called as the monophosphate of nucleosides. Monophosphate of nucleosides. Why nucleotides are called as the monophosphate of nucleosides? Because there is only the one phosphate group into the nucleotide that is attaches to where? Or at these 5th dash carbon atoms. This hydroxyl group get replaces by the phosphate group only into the nucleotide. That is the difference between nucleosides and nucleotides. So nucleotides are formed by adding a phosphate group at the 5th dash OH of the nucleoside. Thus the nucleotides are monophosphate of nucleosides. Remember that. May be asked into the MCQs. They may be asked. The nucleotides are called as the monophosphate of the nucleosides. Bridged names of some nucleotides are given. AMP, adenine, DAMP, UMP, DTMP, and so on. Here the first capital letter is derived from the corresponding base. Now this uracil, adenine, thymine, and what the small d shows? Small d shows that is the unit of the DNA. That means deoxyribose. So the small d, which is in front of the 3 letters, shows that it is the unit of DNA, and only AMP, UMP, these are the units of the RNA. That shows. Now MP stands for the monophosphate. What is meant by MP? Now see here. AMP means adenine monophosphate. DAMP means deoxyribose adenine monophosphate. Uracil monophosphate, deoxyribose thymine monophosphate. Such wording are there. Small letter D in the beginning indicates the deoxyribose in the nucleoside. Tide. Now let us see again how the complicated structure of this nucleic acid. Now nucleic acids have very complicated structure. Primary structure are there and secondary structure in this way, and there is the double helix structure into the DNA molecule. We will see that later.